If you make sounds, I'm gonna punch you. Here we go. Disclaimer. If you have a sensitive stomach, if you're squeamish, if you're someone who doesn't like doo-doo stories, this ain't the story. This ain't the video for you. You're gonna have to take an exit. Shit's about to get, literal shit is about to get real. Yuuurrr, hey friends. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all like my story times. And I used to do these a lot on my TikTok when I first started doing my videos, and you guys love them. So I figure, you know, at the time, this is before the 3-minute thing, the 3-minute update. I couldn't really tell that many stories. So now that I have this platform, I could tell y'all stories in depth and like with details about the dumb shit that I've done. Brace yourselves, because like I said, this is not an easy one. Nothing about this is gonna be good. I've told this story on first dates. I truly don't care. If y'all can't tell, like, I don't give a shit. And anytime I use the word shit, it's gonna be in a literal sense, because this is a shitty story. Before I get into this story time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all of my other socials, and shop my merch. Don't forget to shop my merch. And go like my other videos and go watch me if you care about me. Let's get into this. So many years ago, I want to say it was 11 years ago to be exact. So if it's 11 years ago, I had to be like 22, 23. I was fresh out of my relationship and just heavy on the party and going out like crazy, drinking like a maniac. Like I was fighting all the time. Going out with my cousin Liz, like to clubs and just having a good time. Like you couldn't tell me nothing. Responsibilities were not a priority at this time of my life. So there are 4 people involved in this story outside of me. So we have Casey, who you guys all know, my titi Amy, Casey's mom, my cousin Yaya, and my titi Amy's ex-boyfriend. We'll just call him Bob, because we'll just call him Bob. Like I said, this was like 11 years ago. My Aunt Amy knew that I was partying like crazy. She wasn't really happy about it. So she invited me over for dinner, and she just invited me over for dinner. She didn't say what was the reason. She just invited me over for dinner. My mom was on vacation, so I was babysitting her dog, Booty. So I was like, all right, I'll come. I'll bring the dog, and we'll just, you know, we'll chill. I had no intentions of spending the night there. Like, I literally just went there with the dog, gonna eat dinner and go home. My hair was just like this, freshly washed, had a fresh washing set. You couldn't tell me nothing. I get to Titi Amy's house, and she's cooking dinner. Now, something about my Aunt Amy is that she doesn't cook a regular dinner. When you think of a normal dinner in a household on a regular, you know, Tuesday afternoon, it'll be like one main meat, couple of sides. No, my aunt would cook the main meat, the side meat, then the appetizer meat. Bitch. Like 4 different sides. It's like every day was Thanksgiving. She always cooked like some crazy amount of food. So at the time, Casey was still a minor, and my cousin Yaya was pregnant with her daughter. She says, oh, you should go to the liquor store, buy some booze. So me and my cousin Yaya go to the liquor store. We get the booze. We got this cheap vodka that was like cherry flavored, really popular back then. I'm not going to say the name because who knows, one day they might want to do a sponsorship, and I don't want them to think that I was talking bad about them. We're having like a drink while she's cooking, you know, just sitting around the table, you know, just me and her drinking at the time, because again, Casey was a minor and my cousin Yaya was pregnant. Them being sober is very important, so don't forget that detail. I'm here drinking. I'm like, all right, we have dinner. While I'm eating dinner, I have another drink. Okay, my aunt is making these drinks really effing strong. So then she's like, oh, let's play blackjack. Let's play some cards. So the 4 of us are at the table and we're playing blackjack. Bob, that's what we named him, right? Yes, Bob is in the house, but he's in the other room just letting us, like, girls have girl time. So I don't think my aunt gave clear guidelines or rules to, like, the blackjack game. Like, oh, if you bust, you have to drink. Or if you get 21, you have to drink. Because no matter what I had in my hand, I was drinking. This is when everything just turns for the worst. The last thing I remember, my cousin Yaya was on the phone with the father of her daughter, and I remember grabbing the phone and yelling at him, like, how dare you impregnate my cousin? Who told you could put your penis in my cousin? That's the last thing that I remember up until this stuff got bad. Everything goes black. I wake up at like maybe 4 in the morning in Casey's bed, wrapped up in a bedspread like a toga. My hair is dripping wet, and I'm butt-ass naked, and my mom's dog is next to me. And at this point, I had to shamit. Shamit is when you have to shit and vomit. So I'm panicking. I leap out of her bed. I don't see anyone in sight. Not my aunt, not my cousins, nobody. Run to the bathroom. I'm sitting on the toilet, pissing out of my ass while holding the wastebasket, and I'm hurling in the wastebasket. Remember, we're shamaning. So at that point, I'm like, oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I've never blacked out. Prior to that, I've drunk like a sailor. I've never blacked out before in my life. Never. Go back to her room. I couldn't lay in Casey's bed. Her mattress was too bouncy. It was just it was too much. I felt like the world was on tilt. So I lay on the floor. I go to sleep. Sun rises. It's morning. Casey walks into the room and she was like, I'm not fucking talking to you. And I'm like, what the hell happened? I'm so confused. Again, my hair was dripping wet. I was confused. I'm like, what happened? She was like, you shitted on yourself. And I had to cut your clothes off of you and bathe you. And I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. She's like, no, you shitted on yourself. And I'm like, what happened? So in the time that I was gone on another planet, I was told that after I yelled at my cousin's child's father, her baby daddy, they told me it was time for me to go to bed because I was just belligerent. I was being a fool. My aunt was drunk as well because as much as I was drinking, she was drinking too. So my aunt was drunk, I was drunk. It was time for us to go to bed. So Casey puts me in her bed. They don't think nothing of it. They just put me in the bed. I tried to climb out the bed because eventually I had to use the bathroom. And I stumbled. Next thing you know, I knocked one of Casey's picture frames down. I hit my head. I had a little cut. So when I come out of the bedroom, pay attention. Pay attention. When I come out of the bedroom, the way the apartment is, when you came out of Casey's old bedroom, you were instantly in the dining room. To your right is the living room. To the left is the bathroom. Straight ahead is the kitchen. So when I came out of Casey's bedroom, I started unbuttoning my pants and walking toward the living room, talking about, I have to doo-doo, I have to doo-doo. Casey grabs me and goes, no, 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 no. They grab me. They push me in the direction of the bathroom. They push me into the bathroom and close the door. And I feel like this is why this is all their fault. Casey, Yaya, if y'all watching this is your fault. After, I guess, a couple of minutes, Casey and Yaya say, yo, you know, she's in there for a while. We should check up on her. When they opened the door, it was like American Horror Story. Not only did I not make it to the toilet, I defecated, urinated, and let's just keep the rhymes going, I vominated in the tub. And I was laying in it. I was in the tub in my own fecal matter. I was making doodle angels in the bathtub in my own poop.
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit.
And Casey and them were screaming. I can imagine it didn't smell good because I stink. Casey is pissed off. Remember, they're sober. My cousin, my poor cousin, pregnant, belly and all, just, they had to clean me up. Bob wakes up to the commotion, smells my poop. He starts gagging. And me, I go into a panic. I'm like, don't let Bob see it. So here I am trying to scoot all my shit into the drain, to the hole. Like they ended up having to cut my clothes off of me to give me a bath. I'm complaining to Casey, telling her it's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold. So Casey, I'm cold, Casey, I'm hot. They ended up giving me a blanket in the bathtub and covering me, and I ended up falling asleep. My aunt at some point woke up, came to the kitchen to go towards the bathroom. I don't know if she smelled the poop or it's because she drank too much. Hurls all over the kitchen floor. Like, it was terrible, terrible, terrible. But they had to, like, literally clean my entire body because I had my own doo-doo in my hair. So the next morning when I woke up, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, I never blacked out before. I never blacked out before. My aunt looked like death. I felt like death. I was like, yo, I'm never drinking again. But, you know, that's a lie. But, I mean, if the lesson was, I don't know, I feel like my aunt was trying to teach me a lesson, like, to slow down with the drinking. But it didn't. This is not a story that I'm embarrassed about. I didn't give a fuck. I was chilling. I doodled. So what? It happens. Like I said, I've been on first dates. So I'm like, yo, I doodled in the bathtub. I don't care. I tell this story at family functions. Both my grandmothers know about this story. Like, I don't got no shame in my game. It made me, like, what? Like, what I gotta be embarrassed about? The poppy still like me. But I would just say, shout out to Casey. Because I didn't have a UTI. So that means you clean the F out of my hoo-ha. That means you really clean me front to back. Not back to front. Because that's a one-way ticket to a coochie infection. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. But on another note, I never drink that vodka again. To this day, I will not drink that vodka. So I never shitted in another bathtub. I never had any doo-doo experiences with liquor anymore. And again, I'm not ashamed of it. I shitted in a bathtub. So what? What are you going to do? Write a letter? That's it for this story time, friends. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, make sure you follow me on all of my socials. They'll be linked down below. Make sure you like, comment, and if you're not subscribed to my channel at this point now, we gotta fight. We should just square up. Just tell me where to meet you and we're gonna shoot the fair one. Cause you just here looking at me. Like, am I a fish in a fucking fishbowl? I love you guys so much. And until next time.